This right here is Culture's new extreme outdoor sauna, and in this video we're going to do a full review so you can determine if it's a sauna worth considering for yourself or not. Let's jump right in. I think the first thing we should talk about is first impressions. When you look at this thing, I think it stands out as a sauna that you don't see a lot of. Unfortunately, a lot of saunas on the market are kind of cookie cutter and they all look very, very similar. I think Culture did a great job with this one by giving us something unique. And the things that make it unique is they're using Western red cedar all inside the sauna, really where it matters. But the outside, they did things I've never seen done on a sauna before, such as using composite wood around the entire front plate and around the entire glass, which is hurricane and weatherproof. That's pretty cool. They're using 10mm bronzed insulated glass all across the front, which balances views from the inside and outside, but also helps with heat retention on the inside. If you look on the side over here, the entire outside is wrapped with a hurricane-proof metal roofing. So I thought this was composite wood. It's actually metal roofing rated for hurricanes, and the base down here at the floor is also wrapped in composite. So they really did a great job making sure that this isn't just a good-looking sauna, but it's a functional sauna that should last in all temperatures year-round. So I gave you a first impressions of the outside. We have to do a first impressions on the inside. This is a really large, well-built sauna. Like I said, 6'1", tons of headroom in here for me and all my friends to get in here. It's rated for up to 6 people, and I think you can easily fit 6 people in here. It's equipped with a 9kW Hume drop heater, and it has a Wi-Fi controller that you can use from the outside, or you can use it from an app and schedule your sauna sessions from anywhere in the world as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection. That is a very powerful heater. Now, one of the things they did that I've never seen anybody do is on their bench, because they do have an elevated bench, the lower bench, which is typically kind of neglected and left really, really small, just enough to have your feet kind of resting on, they went all the way to the wall with that, which is actually kind of cool. Like, you could theoretically get in here and lay fully, like full wide. You could take a nap right here. The fact that I can do this, I can't do this on any sauna I've ever been in. Like I just, this isn't an option. The top bench is extremely wide. And I haven't taken all precise specific measurements in this video. You let me know if you think I need to do that in future review videos. I've done it in a lot of past videos, but I feel like you can also visit the link that's down in the video description. It'll take you right to this product page at Culture's website, and you can see all the specifications there. You can see price, you can see size, you can see all of that there. I wanna go ahead and just do a quick test. I think the lay down test is important in saunas, so let's do it. Yeah, so this is also wide enough for me to lay and not feel tight and scrunched up, and also not have my arm falling off of the bench. A lot of the benches are just a little too narrow to where you're laying like this and you have like an arm dangling. You can't get it comfortable. You have to almost like hold it or tape it to your side. But in this one, I'm able to literally have my elbows on the bench on both sides of my body, and I could just take a nap right here at the top bench. The next thing that's really important in a traditional Finnish dry sauna, if you're looking for that experience, is airflow. 2 massive holes down there underneath the heater that bring in fresh air. Gets heated up by those rocks, really good rock placement. I have a full video on how to place your rocks in a sauna so you don't do it wrong. I used to do it wrong. Getting all of that air nice and hot. The hot air comes up here to the top of the sauna, and then we have vent holes over here at the top driving airflow out. So you constantly have fresh air cycling in throughout the sauna. If you want to have a stale sauna experience, all you have to do is close these vent holes, and that prevents your air from cycling through. I would always keep that open. Fresh air is really, really important. But what about use, right? They said this is a 6-person sauna. A lot of saunas that say they're rated for like a large amount of people, unfortunately, aren't really that comfortable for everybody. You might have L seating, and not anyone wants to sit in that corner seat, even though theoretically you could use it. How many people could comfortably sit in the sauna? I guess that would be a really good test if you have friends. I don't have a ton of friends, so I'm just gonna do it myself, all right? Let's talk about ways I would use this sauna by myself, and then as I added friends. If I'm by myself, this is probably how I'm gonna sauna. I'm gonna sauna with my back against this wall, which I love that there's no extra pieces of wood or metal on either wall. So I can sit right here with my back against the wall. And if my wife's in the sauna with me on the other side, plenty of room for her to sit with her back against the wall, looking at me. So we're not having our heads tilted to the side, talking the whole time we're in our sauna session. I love that. I think for 2 people, this is a phenomenal sauna experience. This is how we do many of our date nights. But if I'm somebody who wanted to down regulate, which is a great thing to do in a sauna, and that's where you'll sit like this with your feet elevated, allowing your blood to circulate through your body. And this is one of the most comfortable saunas I've been in that allows you to do this without your arms, once again, falling off the bench. So you can do this, my wife could do it with me, and that would be great. So now let's just see theoretically, if I had friends, what our experience would look like. So one person can sit right here, huge bench, get really, really comfortable. My body ends here. I'm sitting here next to my friend named David. Hey bud, having a good time? Yeah, pretty fun, right? Wish we had some friends to do this with. Cut that seat down the middle. This is where it can start to get a little bit tight, right? If you're all on the top bench. Hey David, everyone's having fun? Cool. And then we have room for our little friend over here. Now, 4 adults are gonna fit comfortably across this top bench, but you still have room down here in between the feet for more people to fit. They may not get the extremely hot temperatures you're gonna get sitting on the top bench, but they're still gonna get a great sauna experience, especially if you consider the fact that all barrel saunas don't have an elevated bench. And barrel saunas, this is your bench. You are at the rock's height. And that's why I've kind of stopped doing reviews on barrel saunas, because there's good cabin saunas out there now. And if I was looking at spending this type of money on a sauna, it'd be hard to go with a barrel sauna over the cabin saunas with the elevated benches. You just get a much greater sauna experience in a cabin. Next we should talk about is the features. So we talked about the heater, we talked about first impressions and the layout, but let's talk about the features. This has beautiful lighting, which you can't see right now, that comes installed right here under the bench. It puts out a really beautiful amber lighting that looks incredible from outside the sauna at night, but it puts a perfect glow inside. It's almost like a fire. So it's not an annoying LED light that's super bright and unnecessary in a sauna. It actually helps with your circadian rhythm, and I'm glad that they added that touch. You can also adjust it from the panel that's right here, actually made out of wood. It blends right into the wood. It's actually really interesting. You can make the light brighter, you can dim the light down, you can change certain things, or you can even turn it completely off if you want to. Well, all that's great, but who is this sauna actually for? Because like any big sauna, it's a large investment, and if you're looking at buying a sauna, you wanna make sure that you make the right decision. I would say if I took a step back and looked at the sauna, this is definitely not for just anybody looking for a sauna. This is for somebody who has a large space, a permanent structure, and I would probably say this is a great sauna for anybody who lives in the Southeast in Florida like me, or lives up in the far, far north like Canada, which is where these are built. They're designed for all climates. They're designed for year-round use, which that is really cool. And the fact that they put hurricane-proof metal roofing on the outside, composite wood on the front, tempered glass, keeping the sauna nice and safe is an incredible touch. But usually when you get a touch like that, you are usually giving something up for those features, for those premium features. And in this one, you're not. When you step inside, you have some of the biggest, largest, and widest benches. You have incredible lighting. You have one of the most powerful heaters on the market, and you have Western red cedar all throughout. I would say if I was looking for a premium outdoor sauna, this would be at the top of the considerations list. But that's just my opinion. Really what matters is, what is your opinion? Do you have any questions that I didn't go over in this video that you need the answer to? Pop them down in the comments below. I'll answer every one of those questions. If this video gave you any value at all, make sure you like it, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends. If you do decide you want to purchase this sauna for yourself, use the link that's down in the video description and discount code MAUS, that's M-A-U-S, for a special discount. And hey, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless. And hey, speaking of next video, I'm gonna have a video pop up where I actually visited Cultures HQ right here. I think that's a video worth considering. You'll get to see some behind the scenes of not only this, but some products that don't even exist yet. Products that you'll get the first look at. So check that out right now.